I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another review. This is another review for 10. Thank you so much for that. And if you're ever interested in requesting reviews or re-reviews or movie topics or whatever, anyone out there, you can either do so directly via my PayPal or you can join me on my Patreon. The links are down below in the info box. If not, no worries. If so, I appreciate it. But he wanted my thoughts on the 1988 film Spellbinder. And I didn't really get much out of this. I'm guessing because of the twist. A lot of people saw this back in the day, were really surprised by the twist, and that stayed with them, I'm assuming. But it wasn't enough for me to give credence to the rest of the picture, because I thought a good chunk of the film felt by the numbers. Tim Daly, who was in the TV show Wings, he's been in other stuff. He plays a guy who's a decent guy. He's a lawyer. He plays basketball with his buddies, including Rick Rossovich from Top Gun. And one day they're both coming out of work and they see this girl getting the shit kicked out of her and helps her. And it's Kelly Preston, who is John Travolta's wife in real life, and brings her home. They start having a friendship, a relationship, having sex, fall in love very quickly. And then Tim Daly starts having nightmares and strange things start happening. Either he's got a sore back and she heals it with her hands, or there's a part where Tim Daly's car gets lifted and the windows break and the tires are blown out. But then when he closes his eyes, everything's fine, and the whole car is fine. And he's wondering what the fuck's going on. Yuki Tagawa's in this, Shane's son from Mortal Kombat. He was in Shonen Little Tokyo, many others. I wish there was more of him, or that he was the star of the movie, or his character was the star of the film. Sadly, he's not in the film too much. He's a cop looking into these satanic murders. The story is Kelly Preston keeps saying that they want me back, they want me back. And she says that this cult is every solstice, winter solstice or whatever, they want to break the circle. They want her as a sacrifice, and these culters are going to chase her. And Tim Daly says, I will protect you. There's a part where the windows get blasted open at the home. This older woman tries to get info out of Tim Daly. I believe the lady was Mrs. Roper from the TV show Three's Company. You know, she gets Tim Daly in trouble at work. At one point, Kelly Preston's missing, and Tim Daly is wondering where the fuck she's at. And you get this weird ass scene where this lady in this martial arts lady in red garb, like a red D or whatever, just beats the shit out of Tim Daly, and then he throws her off the balcony and fucks her day up. I'm like, where the fuck did the martial arts lady come from? What the fuck? And by this point, we're already in the third act. Like, literally the last 10 minutes of the movie, and I went... Effects-wise, there's one part where a cultist makes a guy on fire, and the head looks a little bit fake. but all right, I guess, for the time. The one car levitating and the windows are blown out, and then he shakes his head a little bit and everything's normal. By this point, Terry Tagawa's in the film, I don't know, 2-3 times, sadly. He'll either go see his buddy Rick Rossovich, or it's trying to be central erotic thriller at some points, but I don't know, I've seen a lot better erotic thrillers, whether it be Fatal Attraction or any other movies of that. Jade, I'd rather watch Jade than this. If I want to see people being chased by a cult, I'd rather watch The Believers with Martin Sheen. Granted, that deals with voodoo, but still, I'd rather go watch The Believers with Martin Sheen, among other films. I gotta go into the twist. The spoiler alert, the big twist is, which it seems like this is the one thing people take away from the film, you found out the entire thing was a con. Meaning, they were never after the girl, Kelly Preston. She's with the Satan worshippers. They were after Tim Daly. Does need a guy whose heart is pure and his ass is narrow and walk down those steps. If Tim Daly is such an ass, then he will be foolish. And he was the ass. Because they have to go to this certain place in their free will. If a guy pure in heart goes to the same one place at this one time, fucking convenience. Well, I guess they manipulated him into it, technically. Because, thankfully he fell in love. Maybe that's part of the title, Spellbinder. Maybe it's a love spell, I don't know. Love potion number fucking 9, I don't know. He goes down and to the beach to save the girl, but the girl is part of them and he got fucked over, so he willingly went there. Free will. At that time, at that place they needed. So they tie him down. And who else is in on it? His buddy Rick Rossovich. Well, of course, he worked with Iceman in Top Gun, so of course he's a dick. And they kill Tim Daly, take out his heart. It ends with a funeral. I believe it's another person that knew Tim Daly, and I guess she knew too much. And Terry Tagawa tossed to Rick Rossovich. You get the idea Terry Tagawa knows there's something up with this guy, but he has no proof. And it ends with Rick Rossovich and Kelly Preston conning another guy. Because the guy's beating the shit out of her, and this guy don't save her, and it's everything in a circle. Repeat. Another con job for another sacrifice. That's the movie. I mean, Kelly Preston, Tim Daly, they were not bad, but it's not like I felt a lot of big, sparkling chemistry between their relationship, or it was that monumentally sexy. It wasn't really that suspenseful. A lot of breaking glass, but not a lot of other stuff happening. It really is just bullshit to get to the con job at the end for the twist. And I guess a lot of people, they saw that back in the day. They didn't expect it. Which I can understand. Not expecting it, but I don't know. I mean, I've seen enough movies that I'm like, okay, is this going to go maybe here or here? Again, maybe I've seen too many movies. I don't know. And it wasn't really that exciting. It wasn't that scary. It wasn't that suspenseful. It didn't feel like a lot really happened. I don't know what to say about Spellbinder. I think there's plenty of other films in the 80s. I mean, again, well, I'm trying to think of other Satan worshiping movies in the 80s. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. I keep thinking of Voodoo, because that was the time you had The Believers and Serpent in the Rainbow and even Angel Heart to an extent. all films I'd rather watch than this. I mean, you talk about movies about witches. I'd rather watch The Craft, which I reviewed on here. I think The Craft is a better movie than this, dealing with witchcraft. It's a different kind of witchcraft, but I'd rather watch The Guardian that William Friedkin directed. At least it has weird shit like a guy chainsawing a tree that bleeds and weird ass other stuff. The Guardian I don't mind. Granted, that's a different kind of witchcraft. But this wasn't for me. It wasn't my cup of tea. It's cool if it's yours. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It's a rant. I'm not raging, but it's just like, I found it rather boring. Very by the numbers and boring for the most part. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Not even like funny bad or entertaining or exciting. I'm guessing Ken enjoys it. That's cool. I didn't get really much of anything out of it, but that's just me. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.